Welcome back to Chum Children Online Videos. I'm Miss Katie and I'm so happy that you've tuned in this week. Whether you've been here since the very beginning or this is your first video, welcome, and I'm so happy that you are here with us. You picked a really great video to watch. I mean, who am I kidding? I think that all these videos are great to watch, and I hope you think so too. But here's the thing, we're spending all month long talking about the rules for life and talking about responsibility and the ways that God can help us be responsible. Remember what we've been saying this whole time. Responsibility is showing you can be trusted with what's expected of you. There are so many ways that we can be responsible and start off with little things and grow to being really responsible for a lot of really big things. And one of the things that I'm really excited for is the fact that we get to continue our Chum Children Island game. Now remember, we've been traveling all through the board to all these different locations. And right now, we're in the forest. So we have to get out of the forest. And for this week, we were given a riddle. I do not have an answer on this riddle, so you have to help me figure out what the answer is to the riddle so that we can get out of the forest and over to our next location. Are you ready? Give me a thumbs up. Give me 2 thumbs up. Say, ah, yeah. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna read the riddle and I want you to help me figure out what it is. So put your thinking caps on. Let's do this thing. This is something with a bark, but it doesn't have a bite. With a lot of sun and rain, it can grow to a great height. We'll read this one more time. This is something with a bark, but it doesn't have a bite. With a lot of sun and rain, it can grow to a great height. Okay, something with a bark. Well, dogs bark, but sometimes when they're not happy, they kind of bite. I think the sound that seals make is called a bark. I think seals bite too. Yeah, because they eat fish, so they have to bite. Okay, so what's something with bark that needs sunlight and rain and grows really tall? What did you say? Look around me? What's a... Oh. On the count of 3, let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. Trees. Riddle person, is the answer trees? It is. Let's go move to our next spot on the board. Whoa! It's a desert. It's really dry. It's kind of hot. Why am I wearing this sweater right now? Okay, we're gonna move through this video because it's a little toasty up in here. Okay, I don't want to sweat. I'm gonna maybe need some water, but either way, I'm super excited that we made it to the next part of our board because next week we've got something really amazing planned. All right, so let's get started with our Yay God moment. So our Yay God moment comes from our friends Violet and Scarlett. So Violet and Scarlett, they were able to deliver a basket of goodies to a friend, and it made them really happy, and I'm pretty sure it made their friends really happy too. So they were able to share the love of God and just spread some kindness with someone who probably really needed it. So thank you, Violet and Scarlett, for sharing that Yay God moment with us. Remember, if you want to share a Yay God moment with us, we would love for you to ask a grown-up to send us an email right there. yaygod@camphillumc.org. Ask a grown-up first. They will decide if they want to do it or not, but It's a great way for you to let God all around you. And we get to celebrate what God is doing in our lives. Another way to celebrate is through singing and dancing. And you know how much we love singing and dancing at Chum Children. So I hope you get up and get ready to sing and dance to our song for this month.
You never turn away, you never leave my side. And every time I call your name out just to find that you're already right here with me, never been alone. I can trust you with my heart, 'cause this I know. You are always faithful, you love me from the start. No matter what I'm facing, I will trust you with my heart. You are more than able to lead me through the dark. Your love is never failing, I will trust you with my heart. Oh, I will trust you with my heart. There are days when I feel I need a friend, and then I hear your voice reminding me again that you're already right here with me, never been alone. I can trust you with my heart, 'cause this I know. You are always faithful, you love me from the start. No matter what I'm facing, I will trust you with my heart. You are more than able to lead me through the dark. Your love is never failing, I will trust you with my heart. Oh, I will trust you with my heart. No matter what may come, no matter what I go through, God, you are never gonna fail me, I will trust you with my heart. No matter what may come, no matter what I go through, God, you are never gonna fail me, I will trust you with my heart. You are always faithful, you love me from the start. No matter what I'm facing, I will trust you with my heart. Yeah. You are more than able to lead me through the dark. Your love is never failing, I will trust you with my heart. Oh, I will trust you with my heart. Oh, I will trust you with my heart. Oh, I will trust you with my heart.
We can trust God with everything. Every breath we take, every word we say, every thought we have, we can give all of that to God, and He will take all of it. That makes me really happy, and I hope it makes you really happy too. Another thing that makes me happy, playing games with friends. What friends do we know who like to play games, who like to be silly, and that we usually see right after our music video? Yeah, our friends from the So-and-So Show. So we have Stephen and Lawson and Kellen who are back with more games, more silliness, and more God moments. So let's see what they have in store today.
Ooh, what you got there, Lawson?
Ooh, it's a new board game I just got. It's huge in Latvia.
Cool.
You want to play?
Do I?
All right, it's pretty straightforward. So you start by choosing a token, right? Now, the green token has a different power than the orange one because green token has the ability to roll again every single time you roll a 4. Now, the orange player can only carry one antique at a time. Each antique has a special, unique ability. You get to add one move to your turn unless you roll a prime number. So, next up, the red token right here gives you the power to scapegoat one other person. Now, the blue token gives you the ability to carry water. Now, to start the game, you need to roll 2 ones. Right, so now we already mentioned a couple different regions of the board, like the Prairie of Inexplicable Darkness and the Desert of Forgotten Dreams, but there's also the Sea of our Desalinated Tears and the Echo Chamber of our Lesser Angels. Now, you can move by rolling the dice, drawing a card. Now, are you ready to play? Here we go. Oh, so close. All right, your turn.
everyone, I'm Steven.
And I'm Lawson, and welcome to the So-and-So Show. Steven, you know what? I was thinking we should play a game.
Let's do it.
But I'm all out of games.
Oh.
So please welcome someone who knows stuff. Woohoo!
Come in.
All right, take a seat. Here we go. Boom. Pop a squat.
All right.
Right there. All right.
Thank you. I'm a little nervous. I'm not usually on camera. This is all very exciting.
Yes. So why don't you tell us who you are and what you know?
Well, I'm Sebastian Longfellow, and I design board games.
Wow. Can you tell us about some of the games you've designed?
Oh, sure. I have a brand new game I'm working on where the goal is to move all 4 of your pieces from your home pad to the center, but it has special goals like you can set up a blockade with 2 of your pieces, and you can roll again if you roll doubles.
So like Parcheesi.
I never heard of it.
It's a pretty popular game.
Huh.
So what other ideas you got there in that notebook?
Oh, well, this one's really creative.
Mm-hmm.
It's on a special board with a numbered grid with different chips on it. Your opponent has to call out the different coordinates, and if they hit where your ship is placed, it's a hit. Your goal is to sink all of your opponent's ships.
Oh, Battleship.
Yeah,
No, I call it sink a ship.
But it's like Battleship.
very similar.
That's a game?
Yeah.
Okay.
What else?
Well, this one has 5 dice. And
Oh, Yahtzee.
Well, this one, you make words from different letter tiles and you put them together.
That's
and you
Scrabble. I think that's where you're going
Okay,
with that.
well, this one can be played anywhere. It's a 3x3 grid, and you make
Okay.
X's and O's, and then
Tic-tac-toe. With the 3x3. That's tic-tac-toe.
Someone is stealing my ideas.
Hey, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Clearly, you've got a talent for coming up with board game ideas. You just have to come up with an idea that no one's ever tried before. So, let's come up with a theme.
Yeah.
What is a good theme for a board game?
Clowns.
Okay, yeah, clowns.
Clowns!
Sure. So, okay, you come up with a clear goal for the clowns. What's a good kind of like a theme that they have to, a goal that they have to work towards? Let's say they have to.
Fit 10 of their friends in a car.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yes, I actually like that. That's special. There's a simple and direct goal everyone is trying to accomplish.
Yes.
And then you would layer in different objectives and obstacles like an escaped lion, a heckling child, or banana peels of varying sizes.
Now you've got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. Has anybody made that game yet?
No, but it sounds
Let
fun.
me go and make it before someone else does and steals my idea. Sebastian Longfellow out.
Good luck.
Bye, buddy. Fun with your clowns.
I'd play that game.
Do you want to invent it before he does?
Stop.
Okay, sorry.
It's Bible story time with Kellen. Kellen.
What's up, guys?
Not much. What do you got for us today?
Well, I got a parable that Jesus told from the book of Matthew. Now, Jesus would often teach using stories called parables that showed a bigger truth about God or the world.
Perfect. Take it away.
Sure thing. And here to help me today are the So-and-So Show players.
Why?
Jesus talked about an important person who was going on a journey, and we'll call her the boss.
Yeah, I'm going on a journey. Oh, but I have so many bags of gold. What should I do with them? I have an idea. A marvelous idea! I give the bags of gold to my servants, and I let them take care of it. Sonia!
Yes, the boss.
I'm going on a long journey.
Oh.
And I'm trusting you to take care of these 5 bags of gold.
Me?
Absolutely.
You want me to be in charge of these 5 bags of gold.
I'm trusting you to take good care of them.
Thank you.
Patricia!
Yes, the boss?
I'm going on a long journey, and I'm putting you in charge of these 2 bags of gold.
Me?
Exactly.
You want me to be in charge of these 2 bags of gold? Your fortune? Your wealth?
I trust you to take good care of them.
Yes! Of course.
Blanche!
Yes. Yes, boss.
I'm going on a long journey, and I want you
Yes.
to be
Yes.
in charge
Yes.
in charge of this 1 bag of gold.
Me?
Yes, I trust you to take good care of it. And now, I'm off!
What am I supposed to do with this?
Time passed, and the boss came back from her long journey.
Let's see what happened to my fortune. Sonia!
The boss? You left me in charge of these 5 bags of gold.
And?
And I took it and turned it into these 5 bags.
That's amazing! You've been faithful with a few things. I'll put you in charge of many things. Share in my happiness. Thank you.
Thank you.
Patricia!
Boss, you trusted me with 2 bags of gold, and I turned it into 2 more bags of gold.
You've been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Yes! Come, share in my happiness.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is so good. Blanche! Blanche?
Hey, the boss. You're pretty, you're tough. So I was scared of this responsibility. So I took your gold and I buried it in the dirt. I kept it safe. So here's your 1 bag of gold.
You knew I was tough, and you did nothing with my money. But you could have put it in a bank. At least you just let it sit there in the ground doing nothing. Sonia!
Yes.
You're in charge of this bag of gold, too. What are you doing?
Dancing.
You could have shared in my happiness, but you chose not to do anything with what you were given. You missed out. Outside. Yeah, go. Keep going. Further.
Is this far enough?
Further.
Okay, thank you for this opportunity.
Patricia! Let's party!
The end.
Great story, Kellen.
Yeah, I learned a lot. Like, maybe I shouldn't have buried that bag of bicentennial quarters my Aunt Matilda gave me.
Maybe not. But remember, a parable is more than just a story. There's a deeper meaning.
So it's not just about burying money?
No. I think the story teaches us that God has given us so much. Now, maybe he hasn't given us money or bags of gold, but He has given us talent and creativity and energy and strength. And we can use what God has given us to tell others about Him or to show God's love. We shouldn't keep the gifts God has given us to ourselves. They're meant to be shared.
That's great. Thanks, Kellen.
No doubt. I'll see you guys later.
Later.
Bye, Kellen.
Great story.
Yeah, and it helped us learn another rule of life. Make the most of what you've been given.
That's a good rule.
Sure is. Hey, will you call me the boss?
Absolutely not.
Okay, then. Reveal the question!
How can you use what you've been given?
Right, because we've all been given something.
Talent, intelligence, love.
This shovel, bags of bicentennial quarters.
That too. Talk about it with each other. How can you use what you've been given? And we'll see you next time on The So-and-So Show. Got it. Do it.
Triangle so you guys at home can see it.
Do it. That's not 20.
I got him!
That's like 10.
I got him!
Me too!
I'm gonna catch yours, you catch my...
Okay,
I can't even put it on my arm.
so I'm gonna go that way, you go this way.
I'm gonna go to my right,
Yeah.
your left.
Okay.
And you go to your north-southwest degrees.
Okay.
And go 1, 2, 3. Did you get it? Wow.
Thanks, guys, for making us laugh and for teaching us these Bible points and for especially teaching us about what can we use that we've been given by God. So I like to think about my friend Sandy. Now, my friend Sandy is really good at baking, and she likes to not only bake for herself, but she likes to bake for me too. So there are times where she'll just surprise me with something that she baked for me. It makes me really happy, and I think it makes her really happy to share with me. She's really good at it, and she can share something that she's given to me. Maybe you're good at making cards for someone, or maybe you're a good listener and someone just wants to be able to talk to you and have someone listen. There are so many ways to use what we've been given in order to help other people and in turn, help God. So I hope that you think about something that you can do this week to help someone else. I love that we get to talk to our friend Caleb, and he gets to give us real, true Bible stories that help us connect with what we're learning about today. So let's see what Bible story he has for us right now.
Everyone is part of a bigger story. It's a bigger story than you can imagine. It's a big story about a really big God. Discover the story that shows you the character of God. Heyo, I'm Caleb, and I get to take you on a little tour of my Bible. Yep, you're looking at God's Word right here. 66 individual books written down by people throughout history who listened to and followed God. He gave them the amazing job of sharing His words with others, including us. And because these writers were faithful, we have a record of God's amazing love for us, how He created us and made a way to rescue us, even when we turned our backs on Him. And God's trusted each of us with work to do too. Back to the book of Matthew for another story from Jesus. Here, Jesus tells the tale of 3 servants whose boss goes on a long trip. The boss leaves each servant some of his money to take care of. But while the first 2 go all out to use that money and make more cash, the third one's got a different plan. It involves a shovel and a hole in the ground. And we're not talking about searching for pirate gold.
Thanks, Caleb. So the boss in Jesus' story, he had a really important task for the servants, and he wanted them to take care of what he gave them. It didn't matter what size it was, if it was a little or a lot. What matters is what they did with it. And that leads right into what I want to talk about today. Make the most of what you've been given. Let's say that together. Make the most of what you've been given. It doesn't matter if you've been given a little or a lot, you can make the most of it. There are people who want to share their food with those who don't have any food. And their cupboards might not be as filled as other people's. But that just means that their heart is with Jesus. And that is something that's really amazing. So I want you to talk with a grown-up about how you can make the most of what you have been given. And let's also work on our memory verse. Remember, we practice this memory verse all month long. And our hope is by the final week, next week, that you have this memory verse locked in your brain. So I'm gonna read it. If you have it memorized, you can say it loud and proud with me. If you don't have it memorized yet, totally fine. We're gonna practice it together, and then you can say it with me at the end, okay? All right. Suppose you can be trusted with something very little. Then you can also be trusted with something very large. Luke chapter 16, verse 10. Let's do that one more time. Suppose you can be trusted with something very little. Then you can also be trusted with something very large. Luke chapter 16, verse 10. Using exactly what you have, making the most of all that you've been given. Whether you're responsible for something little or you're responsible for something really big. When you make the most of it and you practice that responsibility, that makes you happy, it makes the people around you happy that you're helping, and it makes God so happy. You know what else makes God really happy? When we can talk to Him and have that moment one-on-one. So let's close our eyes and we'll quiet our hearts and we will talk to God and thank Him for helping us make the most of what we've been given. Okay. Dear God, I thank you so much for every single person who's watching this video today. God, you are amazing and incredible, and you help us in so many ways. God, I hope that all the kids watching find a way that they can help others too, just like you help us. We want to make the most of what we've been given by you because you have given us so much. God, I love you, and I hope the kids know how much you love them. Keep them safe, happy, and healthy this week, and help them, whatever obstacle is put in their way, that they can turn to you and put their trust fully in you. It's in your name we pray. Say it with me. Amen. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. As always, you can check out our videos every Friday at noon. I love you. I miss you. I can't wait to start our last video of January. Oh my goodness. This month has just been flying by, but I've had so much fun playing all of these games with you, and I can't wait to finish Chum Children Island with you. I hope you enjoy our last music video, and I will see you same time, same place next week. Bye, everyone.
That's why I see.